Okay, we're here in the back end of WordPress in the dashboard, and this lesson is going to be about modifying the RokSprocket widget for WordPress, which is made by RocketTheme. So first of all, we're going to open the front end of the website in a new tab. So we have two tabs open. So now we're looking at the home page of our website, and here we have the slider. This is the RokSprocket widget, and this is what we're going to be adjusting and adding posts to and pictures. So we're going to talk about how to add a post here, which is this information on the left, and then associate a photo with that post, which is this photo here on the right. Another thing that we're going to do is shorten this this menu item here and make that just aeration schedules, because as many of you who work with WordPress know, whenever you change the title of a page, WordPress will by default rename the navigation link in your main navigation to the name of the page that you just renamed it to, and it's really annoying and it can screw up your navigation. So just be sure that that whenever you change a page title, that you also go back in and do this portion of the lesson that we're going to go over after we talk about the RokSprocket widget here. So we'll go back to the WordPress dashboard, and all of the posts, which are the things that you see happening on the left side of that slider, are going to be in the back end under posts. So we're going to go there, and then because on this particular website there's a lot of posts in many different categories, we want to drill down to the category that we're most interested in looking at, and that's the homepage slideshow category. So we've put all the posts that are going to be on the left hand side into this category called homepage slideshow, and then we're going to ask WordPress to filter so we can only see those posts. And so here we have those three posts that are showing up in the slider, in the RokSprocket slider on the front end of the website now. So if I want to create another one of these, then I'm just going to go to Add New. And I'm going to type in a title. It can be, well, we'll just make this really generic for now for the interest of this lesson. We'll just call it New Post here, and then I'm going to go over here and do my go-to thing and find some lorem ipsum text to drop in there. I forget where I find that. This will work. Okay, so go down here. Here's some lorem ipsum. Grab that. Doesn't love having lorem ipsum on their website, really. And then I also need to be sure that I tell this new post, I want to make sure that it goes into the homepage sliders category. So I'm going to go over here and look for the homepage sliders category, and this website has a lot of categories, but there it is. So I'm going to check that to be sure that it goes in there, so I'll know where to find it again in the future. I think I'm going to change this to new slider post. And that's it for that. I'm going to publish that over here on the right. Publish. And then go back to my posts. And again, go to homepage slideshow, filter. Really? It takes that long to filter? Seriously? Okay, so there's my new post. Alright, so we know it's there. Now the second part of this task is to go into Appearance, Widgets, and this particular widget is located in the Showcase Widget position. So just be sure to make note of that, wherever your widget is located. Make sure to make note of what position it's in, because some templates, like this one, have a lot of widget positions. So it can be really easy to forget where you put something, and WordPress isn't the most intuitive about organizing this stuff here. So so be sure just to remember that. And I'm going to open the RokSprocket widget here. And as you can see, there's a lot of settings, but it's not really necessary to change any of those in this particular case, because the way that it's already working is fine. We just need to add stuff to it. So I'm going to go to Configure Widget. I'm going to click on this. And here we have our list of articles that are already on the front end right now. We just need to add the post that we just made, and then we'll also associate an image with that, and we'll do that over here. But first we'll go to add another, and so we go over here. This is where we do that WordPress content filter rules, right under here. And I'm just going to find a plus sign. We know that anytime we see a plus sign, that means add things. So whenever you're wanting to add something, look for the plus sign, and then look at that. It gives me another option to put an article in here. So I'm going to click on the little piece of paper icon, and I'm going to have to do some filtering and searching to find that article that we're looking for. And in this case, my window is not big enough here, but I remember the name of the article is New Slider Post. So I'll just type in New Slider, and oops, I clicked the wrong thing there. New Slider, and then search by name. Post. Not getting it there. How can I make this window bigger? Oh, okay. Well, if you click on the drop down here, then this will give you a way to drill down. We know that we want to look in Homepage Slideshow. So just click there and go to Homepage Slideshow. And I'm going to clear that out and search by post, and then Homepage Slideshow. Okay, there we go. Finally, we got it. New slider post here. There it is. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to just click on that, and there it is. Okay, that was a little awkward, but it worked. So all these others are already just going to adopt the default settings, so we're just going to leave those as they are. The only thing on the right hand side here, in this case, that we need to change is the image path, and then a link. If we want it to link to a certain page on the website, then we can tell it what page we want it to link to right here. But first we'll add an image, and use the Media Manager to locate an image. So we're going to tell it Media Manager, and then go to click that icon so it will bring up the media browser. We'll go in here and just look for a photo that we think is going to work. we'll go with this one since it's the first one. I think it'll work okay. And we're going to tell it to be full size. Since this is a slider, we want it to be plenty big enough to fill that space. So I'm going to tell it to be full size, which is 640 pixels by 360 pixels. And I'm going to scroll down there and then insert into post. And so there we have, if you mouse over this URL, you'll see the image is there. So it does see the image that that we just associated with it. And as for link, for right now, I'm just going to copy the link that is above it, because we don't know exactly where we want this to link to right now, but we know that we want it to link somewhere. So I'm just going to tell it to be a custom link. Custom link means you can have it link anywhere. You can have it link on your website or anywhere on the web. But I'm just for now using the link that was on the slider above it. So that can be filled in later when this particular client wants to come back in and fill that information in. So I'm going to close that and then save it. And so now I should be able to go to the front end here and reload the page and see that I now have 4 sliders here instead of the 3 that were there before. So I can click through here and see that while it's not very attractive and it just says new slider post here, it is showing the image that we chose, and it has our text. It's only showing just enough so that it fills up the space nicely, and then you can click there to read the article that we associated it with in the link. So the other thing we were going to look at doing was making sure that whenever we change the titles of pages, that we go back in and change the navigation link, because as you can see, what happens here is you only have so much horizontal space for a navigation, and when you change it in WordPress, it updates this this navigation item and whatever you rename the page as. So if it's a really long name, then obviously it's going to make your other links that come after that drop to the bottom, which is very unattractive. So I'm going to go in and fix that. Going back to the WordPress admin here, and where you do that is under Appearance, Menus, and I'm going to go down here. I can see right here where the problem is occurring. It's pretty obvious because even in the admin it has to drop down to 2 lines in order to fit on this little section here. So I'm going to click that to open it, and I'm going to shorten this to nothing but aeration schedules. This particular template allows us to have a subtext, and that can be adjusted there, but that's specific to just this template. Whereas the label of the navigation menu is uniform across all WordPress. You should be able to change this navigation label on any template that you're using. So I did that, and I'm going to save it. And once I hit Save Menu, when the page reloads, I can see that that link is now just aeration schedules. And I'm going to go back to the front end again and reload that page, and the menu looks like it's supposed to look again. So that concludes this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.